days I give in your name, having you my desire. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Adhamullah jurana wa ajurakum, and welcome to our live discussion here on Imam Hussein TV3, the Arbaeen Talk. I'm your temporary host, Mohsen, and joining me is my colleagues.
I'm Minhal Al-Khafaji.
My name is Ali Fadhil.
Assalamu alaikum, gentlemen.
Assalamu
Alaikum
alaikum.
salam wa rahmatullah. Good, yeah.
It's good to see you guys.
Good to see you too, man.
How was your weekend? Saturday and Sunday?
Mine was very well. I had guests over and stuff. I heard you guys were busy though.
Haidari.
Yes, we were. I was in Haidari as well.
Yeah.
But let's not talk about Haidari because we have a special feature of the Haidari walk. The Haidari walk. Is it called Haidari walk? The Haidari Arbaeen Walk.
Arbaeen Walk.
Yeah, the Haidari Arbaeen Walk. We have a special feature on Wednesday. We're going to be joined by one of the main organizers and founders of the Haidari Arbaeen Walk. But other than that, alhamdulillah, had a great weekend. And we're talking. What did we talk before we went off? We were saying
we had
istishhad.
Yeah, and then we were talking about how
the weather
Najaf was hot.
And the Shat al-Furat
and
Bahar and
Shat
all of that.
Najaf.
So no, we were saying that on Tuesday it's been announced that the first of Safar.
Eminent Syed Sadiq Hafadullah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Mr. Minhal, what is behind you? Would you like to tell the viewers what we
That
have?
is the live Arbaeen Walk. You see it as it's happening all over Iraq. Basra, Samawa, Diwaniyah, Kadhmiyah, Samarra, everywhere in Iraq. We've got clips, or not clips. It's a live feed.
Live coverage, isn't it?
Live coverage from the Mashayikh. But yeah, you can basically see how the Shia have come together to serve the Zuwar.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Over there, yeah.
I love, by the way,
Yeah.
in Arbaeen. Oh, okay.
It's gone.
I love how in Arbaeen. In Arbaeen, Rasil.
Okay, this is where people are starting.
I think it says Ras al-Bisha.
Wow, that's a long walk. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So we only do that last leg of it. That literally that last part of it.
We do the 75 kilometers. They do the 580.
Woo.
Mr. Amir, can we have the speaker up for like it was before, please?
Yes.
Yeah, because we can hear ourselves better.
Yeah.
Really nice.
That's
Thank you.
much better.
Yeah.
I just want to director, correct me if I'm wrong, but is it true Imam Hussein TV has the coverage and we give it out to everybody else of the Mashayikh? Is it from Basra to Kebab or just Najaf Kebab?
Wow.
All.
Mashallah.
Yeah. So Imam Hussein TV, where's the camera? Imam Hussein TV provides the footage of Arbaeen to all the other channels. So wherever you see any footage of Arbaeen of people walking, 9 times out of 10 it's us.
Mashallah.
And we don't charge, do we? We don't charge them, either,
Amazing.
do we? Nah, we don't charge.
Repeat
them.
that again for
You want to
social
repeat
media.
that for social media?
Yeah.
Okay, for social media. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to confirm from my superiors that Imam Hussein TV is the main feed distributor of the Arbaeen Walk all over the holy country of Iraq.
Mashallah.
Whether people are walking from Basra, from Baghdad, or from Najaf, if you see footage of people walking on the Mashayikh, 9 times out of 10, that is footage provided by Imam Hussein TV Media Group for absolutely free in the name of Abu Abdullah Hussein.
Ya Sadiq.
Channel 6,
Imam Hussein TV6.
Right, let's get into some discussions.
Yes.
So that's what we're here
like
for.
to kick off.
And there's been... Oh, you want... Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I know it's hard. You know what I mean? If you want to switch seats, let me know.
Yeah.
It's okay. No, it's okay, Mr. Father. I take my hat off to you as a host. You're amazing. You're one of my favorites.
Go ahead.
Minhal Al-Khafaji is my other favorite. Anyway, we'd like to kick off with service to Abu Abdullah Hussein. And is there a price on the service that will make you turn a blind eye or turn away or walk away? Now let's be real, because we're all adults.
When you hear it, it's like, what? No.
Exactly. But let's be real. We've heard stories in the Quran. We know from some people call him Judas, some people call him else. People taking money, Karbala especially. So many took a bag of, and by the way, it wasn't a small amount of money. This was life changing.
So I did a quick Google search and it said that people were selling out Imam Hussein alayhi salam in Kufa for 30,000 silver dirhams.
Whoa!
So
30,000 pieces of silver.
Yeah. So I done a quick Google search. I was like 30,000 silver dirhams.
Yeah.
equivalent to today's money.
Yeah.
And it was precisely $71,400.
Okay.
Wow.
So we're talking about 68,000 pounds.
Okay. So let's pause here, because the reason this discussion came about is because there was a social media experiment in Iraq where a presenter went up and he interviewed different people, right? And he asked them the question, first of all, are you a khadim? Are you working in a mawkib? Or are you a zair, right? And someone else said khadim, someone else said what? He goes, okay, no problem. Take this envelope, right? There's some money in it. They're like, oh wow, what's the catch? He goes, the catch is you have to leave the service of Imam Hussein alayhi salam.
The trick that he does is he waits for them to grab the envelope. He doesn't tell them what it's for.
Yes, he puts it in their hand. They open it. They have a look.
Yeah.
Do we
now,
have the footage?
can we play the video? The video is already on my screen. All I need to do is press play. Huh? Everything else is muted. Yeah, everything else is muted. Are we in?
Hopefully. Right, let's have a look at this.
Okay, let's have a look at it.
Where we're watching on here, aren't we?
We'll watch it there.
7
of the Zuwar.
Yeah. Okay, so I've paused it. He goes, this is an envelope. In it is money, right? With it, 1 million dinar. Now that's not too much. 1 million dinar is 597 pounds.
Isn't that like a monthly salary to some people in Iraq?
It could be a monthly salary, it could be a 3-month salary, but it's a substantial amount of money.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, they can do a lot with it.
In context, in Iraq, yes, that is quite a bit of money. Outside of Iraq, 590 pounds. All right, let's just keep that in mind.
That's still a lot.
590 pounds. All right.
Pretty decent amount.
Oh no.
هذا راح اعطيك مبلغ مادي مليون دينار عراقي مقابل شنو؟ انت تعوق شهرتك اساسا مقابل شنو؟ مقابل خدمه.
So now they're asking for what?
Okay, yeah. So I'm getting this envelope. What for?
Yeah.
What's in return? What's in return? What's the catch basically? And he goes, تعوف خدمة الإمام الحسين وترجع للبيت. You leave the service of Imam Hussein alayhi salam and you go home. Now look at the reactions. We're not. It's about 3-minute video. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but just look at the initial reactions of the people.
لأنه تعوف خدمة الإمام الحسين وترجع للبيت. إنه تعوف الخدمة الحسينية زيادة بس على شرط واحد. شنو؟ إنه ترجع للبيت زيادة. إنه هسه رايح للإمام. أقول لك ارجع ما
His reaction is amazing. His reaction is amazing.
ولا تقول لي اعرف الامام. ملايين الدنيا كلها ما تغنينا عن هاي الخدمه. وهذا اللقاء من تلقين انت.
This guy, if you know Iraqis, Mullah, you know Iraqis, you know he is beyond livid right now.
Is he really pissed?
He is really angry.
So this is like this is a big insult to him.
This is because he said do you know what he said to him? He said to him, if I had known this was the interview, I would have never done it.
Yeah.
So he said it in a very respectful way.
Yeah, but he's
very
beyond
and stern.
angry.
He said it in a stern way.
Very stern.
Very respectful, but stern.
Let's finish.
المليون انا لو ادري بيه هيج صيغه ما اسوي وياك لقاء. لان احنا ارواحنا نعطيها للحسين.
Our souls are for Hussein.
Yeah. He goes, even if you give me the millions of the world, I would never compromise on my service for Imam Hussein. Let's see what the Hajj says.
لو تعطيني ملك الدنيا.
Allah.
ليش عمو؟ حب الحسين ما ينعدد بإيمان.
Wow. He says the love of Hussein, there is no equal.
ليش؟ وعد الله ما ينعرف. عندنا غيره. هو الجنة، هو كل شيء. هذا الشيء ما صار ولا راح يصير. الحسين عزنا وشرفنا وكرامتنا الحسين. واحنا الله خلقنا للحسين. لا
God created us for Hussein.
تزحت يا رمز. ليش؟ لا شلون؟
So, okay, I want to talk about this later, but just keep this guy in mind, yeah?
Okay.
Just keep this guy in mind, all right? Because I want to talk about him specifically later. I don't know him. He doesn't know us.
Yeah.
But I'm going to talk about this guy later, yeah? We'll talk about the one with the red scarf, red and white scarf, okay?
سبب ماشيين احنا سيد الشهداء. مات على مود المذهب والدين. زين. استشهد. تفكر؟ لا والله ما أفكر. لا ما أفكر والله.
Oh, they all take off the mics.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. They've had enough.
Yeah.
They've had enough. And he's pleading with them.
Look at him, he's still crying.
والله العظيم ما بدله ملك الدنيا ولا ارجع وحق الحسين ما ارجع.
يجوز حق الحسين او نفس
المليون شنو؟ عايشين بيتنا وعيالنا وجهالنا خدمة الحسين. مليون دينار يمشيني.
واو. خدمة الحسين فشيء ما لها مثيل. هو ضحى بكل شيء على مودنا. وانا نخدم
for us.
No, you know, I'll let you guys finish and then I'll put my bit in.
No, because Mullah Ali said we're not going to watch the whole video, but he's so into the video.
I'm really into it, yeah.
We're literally finishing up the video right now.
We might as well finish it now.
Yeah, we're short on time as well.
أنا جاي لأبو الأحرار. شو ترجعني أنت؟ جاي تغني مالاتك ترجعني؟ لا ما
هاي بعد اكو ناس تدور دنيا ما تعرف الحسين هو شنو الحسين. الحسين هو
Okay. So after 3 minutes. Okay, after
yeah. No, let's talk about it.
What do you have to say?
So when I was watching this, great. It's very emotional. I understand. I can sympathize with what they're saying. I can connect and I can resonate with what they're saying.
Yeah.
Right. But there's a few factors you need to consider here. Number one, there's a camera on you.
Okay.
And there's people watching.
Fine.
Right. Number one. Number two, I personally think that the amount that was proposed, it's easy, especially if there's cameras in front of you and people are watching, it's easy for you to say, no, Imam Hussein is this for me. If you give me the millions of the world, I don't know. Everyone's niyyah is different, right?
Fine.
If you did, in private, did offer him the millions of the world,
right,
would he actually?
This is my 2 pence to the discussion, because I have worked with people of extreme poverty in Iraq.
Okay.
Widows, orphans.
There you
and you know what? I think half of them would have taken it.
Some of them would have
taken it. They are so desperate. It's not that they hate Imam Hussein. They are so desperate and they are in dire need that that 1 million would maybe feed them for 3 months or so.
Understandable, but let's put poverty to one side. Let's just say you're fine. Let's just say you come from abroad, right? You come from abroad, you're okay. You've paid £2,000 for your ticket and your accommodation, whatever. You're here in Karbala, and then someone says to you on the side, "Listen, here's £1 million.
£1 million.
Here's £1 million.
Wow.
Here's £1 million. All you need to do is a ticket to leave Iraq tonight. You leave with your £1 million and don't say anything else. No one knows, and no one knows about it. You just need to go back home." What happens then?
The person with consciousness would think Allah would know, Ahlul Bayt would know.
Okay.
Do I actually believe in the Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam? Do I actually believe that these Imams are sent by God? Am I doing this khidmah for show? Have I been doing this khidmah for show all these past couple of years, all my life? Or am I genuinely so deep in the love of Hussein that no amount of money can get me?
So on that point, there's Umar bin Sa'ad, he's not a contentious character in Karbala. What he did was clear, but there are narrations that, for example, he was in tears when he sees Imam Hussein on the floor, right? Okay. He's in tears, and Sayyid Zainab says, "Listen, Umar bin Sa'ad, are you going to let Imam Hussein die here, right?" Yeah. And then that's when he turns his face, he goes, just put the guy out of his misery.
Okay.
Right? Umar bin Sa'ad, it's all about what you're saying. It's ma'rifah of the Imam. There's a difference between loving the Imam, liking the Imam, and actually concluding that this Imam is not just a human being that I have to follow. No, he is a designated divine human being that it's incumbent upon me as a Muslim that submits to the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I follow in his footsteps.
MashaAllah.
Based on Eid al-Ghadir, based on Ghadir. The whole wilayah. This is ma'rifah. This is different, right? So if you do have that love and you do have that ma'rifah, that wilayah, maybe you won't shake.
You said okay. So you said there's a camera on them. They're gonna be like, no, I won't take the money. But then again, what was the media back then like? So they wrote to Imam Hussein alayhi salam.
This is the other topic.
And he said on the battlefield, "Didn't you write to me?" But then they switched sides.
Yeah.
So it was out in the public that they wrote to Imam Hussein alayhi salam.
Yeah.
But they still took the money.
Yeah.
So these people, I mean, for me, that Haji that was choking up, I just, you don't really choke up like that
Yeah.
At an instant when someone says leave khidmah.
Yeah.
For me,
he's had
was
years
sincere.
and years of khidmah. For someone to offer him $1 million, it's like, oh, bro, are you serious? I'm gonna literally waste 60 years of my life of service for $1 million. Are you like? But again, the question is, what if it was £1 million or $1 million?
I'll be fair.
Because listen, by the way, there's a lot of talk about how Iraqis are fantastic at what they do. They're generous like there is no other country in the world. I personally think they're probably, look, if Karbala happened in India, Pakistan, China,
New York,
these people would be generous, of course, right?
Yeah.
But Iraqis have shown year in, year out how generous they are.
Yeah.
However, outside seasons, sometimes, I don't know if you feel it as well, sometimes Iraqis are a bit difficult to get along with.
Yeah.
All right? They're a bit difficult.
a bit stubborn.
So is it, look, and Arbaeen now has become a religious culture.
Yep.
Yeah, a religious culture where every year, from the minute Arbaeen finishes, they're saving for the next Arbaeen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But some of them maybe it's just looking, oh, look, we have such a big mokib, and they're in their hearts. Someone does say, listen, here's £1 million. You never know.
I struggle to sort of believe it. But for example, for me,
I mean,
it's their loss. It's their loss. It's their loss.
If they take the money.
If they take the money, it's your loss. Because look, there's a lovely saying in Iraqi, "ما تتهنى بمال الحرام."
Okay.
You will not taste. You won't enjoy haram money. If you're taking £1 million, like if for example someone's stolen from you, a couple months down the line, you hear that they've either gone bankrupt, they've gone into debt, or they've lost someone.
There's no barakah in that money.
There's no barakah in that money. So someone who takes £1 million to leave Khidmat al-Hussein, you're not going to see barakah in that money. You're not going to enjoy that money. Let's just put it that way. So do you know what? You take it. It's your loss.
Yeah, look, I think the key takeaway is that we need to, no matter how much we think that, we're in khidmah, and look, we're in service, we do charity work, we go to Mawakib, we go to Iraq every year. No matter how much we think that we are proper in the khidmah of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, it could take one person to offer you in private £1 million, £2 million, £3 million. That is life-changing money.
I'll be fair with you. I would have taken the money. I would have flown to Beirut and flown back into Iraq.
but then the key takeaway, I was going to say, the key takeaway is let's strengthen our relationship with Imam Hussein, so that even if someone does offer us £1 million, it's not going to shake.
True.
Not going to shake.
True. But what if you were to take the money and then distribute amongst the Mawakib there? £1 million would have done a lot.
No, the condition is that you take the money, you leave.
You don't come back.
You take the money, you leave khidmah.
So someone said, what if I donate all the money to facilitate other people's ziyaras or support other Zuwar? I mean, the whole point of it, you're leaving the khidmah, you're leaving ziyarah.
But it's not part of the conditions. When they say leave the khidmah, what they're actually trying to say is you leave Imam Hussein.
But to be honest, look, if your heart is dark enough to leave khidmah, I don't think you're going to use that £1 million to facilitate Zuwar. With all due respect, right? I mean, put down in the comments down below, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, if you're watching.
We're doing a poll.
Oh, we're doing a poll. What? As in, would you take the money or not? No, come on.
£1 million.
Put £1 million.
£1 million.
To leave khidmah.
To leave service. Put to leave service.
Yeah. Damn. I just, it would be, look, Shaitan is always around. His whispers are always around.
100%.
But for example, if it's during Ramadan and you're leaving the khidmah of Abu Abdullah Hussein during Ramadan, Shaitan is locked up. So that's your nafs. That's your nafs.
Quick question. We know about Hazrat Khur coming to Imam Hussein on the day of Ashura.
Yeah.
Did anybody leave the camp and go to the other side on the day of Ashura?
No chance.
No. People came to the camp of Imam Hussein. There's no one, as in from the companions of Imam Hussein.
No chance.
No.
They came with their numbers and they left this world in that number.
No, but what's interesting is, look, the reason why this topic has even been brought up is number one, it's a nice video to watch. It's quite inspirational. The poll is up.
The poll is up, ladies and gents, please.
The poll is actually up. Yeah.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. So if you're watching this through your TV, I believe,
or your phone app.
On the phone, you can still vote. If you're watching this on your phone, just go to the comment section and vote. If they offer you £1 million to leave the service of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, would you do it? I think this guy's joking.
That's some Wahhabi.
For the person that said yes,
let us know why. No.
That was Muhammad Hijab or someone like that.
No, but we'd love to hear why you said yes.
Yeah.
Where?
Is there a comment?
Well, how can I minimize this?
Hold on.
I
Let's see what the comment. No money is worth leaving Hussein alayhi salam. Thank you very much. Oh, someone. Okay, Rihanna Google said no money is worth leaving Imam Hussein. Iman Syed said in Arabic, باخذ الفلوس إذا المبلغ أكثر. So I'd take the money if the money was more.
Wow.
So you've put a price on the khidmah of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. So there's actually another video.
Yeah.
That is on the group chat. It's of a guy from Basra, I think, or Diwaniyah. He sold his car.
Okay.
To serve the Zuwar.
MashaAllah.
He goes, and he starts crying. He goes, Mahdi. He goes, I don't have any money. I don't have any money.
I want to serve.
Yeah, he sold his car for $2,000.
Wow.
He goes, I'm using this. He goes, 2 days I haven't slept. He goes, and I'm still going. He goes, I won't go home.
Where's the video? You said it's on the
I'll tag
that's
you in
amazing.
The
Like, because I've heard stories as well. There's a guy, believe it or not, guess what he sells every year to like fund his thing. Every year he sells it, and somehow he makes the money back to buy it.
Don't tell me it's haram.
No, he sells his house.
Oh wow!
The guy sells his house every year, almost every year. He has to sell his house, and he uses that money for khidmah and this and that. People know about it, so they donate and they give back.
Oh, I see.
And then like he buys his house back.
That is fantastic.
But you know what I mean?
This guy,
it's
this
crazy.
guy here. I'm gonna just write here, and I think I've put the minutes from 2 minutes 30.
Okay.
If you pop it on your laptop,
I'm gonna. Yeah, 1 second.
This guy, I saw him on Instagram once, and I was like, there is no way. He sold his car.
By the way, can we assume this guy was a taxi driver, or he needed that car to make a living?
Maybe.
So what am I looking for?
From 2 minutes 30.
2 minutes. Oh wait.
Okay, director, can we get Ali Fadhil's screen, please? We're ready to play.
Screen is ready to play.
This guy.
Full screen, please. Full screen.
Full screen is
Let's
there.
go.
All right.
Crazy for the love of Hussein.
Yeah.
والله بعد سيارتي صحيح. والله بعد سيارتي صحيح.
Because wallah, I sold my car.
ما عندي إمكانية بأن
I don't have any other funds so that I can pay for the mokib.
بعتها ب 20 ورقة.
هسه الناس تتمنى صنعة السيارة وجمع فلوس.
$2,000.
وهذا ابني اقوم عادات كذب. بعت سيارتي حتى بحيث اصرف الموكب لان ما عندي انا لا عندي راتب لا جماعتي مثلا يشتغلون لا عندنا عطاله بطاله نسمع حماميل الولد يشتغلون بالعشار حماميل فما عندهم الولد يعني امكانيه.
زين شنو اللي موازيك ليش هيك؟
احب الحسين انا.
So wait, pause it there. So pause it there. So he said what like why?
Yeah.
If you don't have money, if you don't have a job, if you don't have an income, what's making you so desperate? He goes I'm crazy in the love of Hussein.
MashaAllah.
That's it.
Yeah.
He goes, and I put my child like in front of Allah, basically, like sort of saying, let him drop dead if I'm lying. I sold my car just to put on the mokib.
That's fantastic. Is there anything else to say?
Carry on. Look, he starts crying.
والله اتجنن حب الحسين.
وتقدم من كل قلبك.
اقدم من كل قلبي. فرحان. اي نعم انا صار لي يومين ما نايمس.
He goes, I'm happy. I haven't slept for 2 days.
2 days.
وما قابل بيتي صارت 11 على يومين هاي ما نازحها.
He goes, I haven't taken the disaster for 2 days.
ما راجع.
Just serving.
مستمر ما اتراجع من نام تخلص المشاي.
Have you guys served in Arbaeen?
Wait. I want this point. This point is so beautiful. He goes, I'm not going back home until Mashaya finishes.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
I'm not going back home till Mashaya finishes.
Do you know what? Before we go into your question, because I think we both have done some khidmah.
Yeah.
The contract or the agreement Abu Abdullah Hussein made with those in Karbala to say that, look, bury the bodies was one of them, but to take care of my Zuwar, those who come to visit, you know.
What do you mean? Say that again?
Okay, you don't know about this?
What? No.
Okay, so the tribe that was there in Karbala, he bought the land. Imam Hussein, he bought the land.
Yeah, he bought the land of Karbala.
He bought the land. And he spoke to the local.
This is before the battle.
This is before the battle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? I think it was 6,000 dinar he bought the land for, 6,000 coins.
Yeah.
And Sayyid Zainab Islam also donated towards that as well. Abu Abdullah Hussein speaks to the local tribes people and says that, look, this is what's going to happen. If you can bury our bodies after. Also, those who visit me, give them a place to stay, feed them, look after them, look after my Zuwar.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a major, in my mind, that's a major development. No, that is a major development because actually,
is it Bani Asad?
If that's
the one that comes 3 days after our show.
Yeah, Bani Asad. Yeah,
I think it was with them. He said, whoever comes to visit my grave, look after, give them a place to stay, feed them, look after.
I need to see the sources because do you know why? Do you know why? Because if that is, I'm not saying if that's the case, but like, then what that means is. Everything that these guys are doing, there is a direct link to the Imam, which is a sunnah, basically.
Exactly.
Wow. It's a sunnah.
That's what I wanted to say was that the agreement that Abu Abdullah Hussein had with the inhabitants of Karbala has kind of spread out to the whole of Iraq.
And furthermore, anyone who tries to say, oh, look at this is all like modern day, they say khurafat, like all this made up stuff that you guys are doing, all this junoon. It's not, actually. It's all within the text, I'm assuming. Right?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
No, but I've never seen a country that, you know, if you lose money, you'll be upset. If you lose money, you'll be upset.
Yeah.
These guys,
hell yeah,
technically are like they're spending. What did he say?
He goes, oh hell yes.
Yeah. In this day and age,
cost of living crisis and all of that. But these guys sort of get upset if they don't spend money. They get upset if they. I saw a video of a family crying their eyes out because they didn't have nothing but bread to give the Zuwar of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. They were crying. Like they're not crying because they don't have money for themselves. They were crying because they couldn't give the Zuwar.
Ali Fadhil, you have a story because I've heard it from your lips. Someone didn't have anything to give, but they used to stand near one of the Zuwars.
I know this story.
Which one? Oh,
I heard it from you. But go ahead.
What did I say?
It's a very good story.
So it's all over Karbala, by the way. Those who don't have money, those who cannot even buy a box of water to serve the Zuwar of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, will stand in front of the Zuwar in between the sun and the Zahir to act as shade for them.
Wow.
That's the level of khidmah that people go towards. That the sun hits them, the 50-degree sun hits them.
Oh, I've seen them on the Mashayikh. Yeah, they'll just stand there.
Yeah.
They give shade to the.
They give shade.
Can you imagine the level of desperation? By the way,
to
serve.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
That's fantastic.
You know what? One of our friends, in one of the years when he went on the Mashayikh, he said, "You know what? Let me just serve the Zuwar. Okay, let me buy a box of oranges."
I'm laughing because I know exactly what I do it every year. I'll try and film it as well. Carry on, sorry.
He bought the box of oranges. Wallah.
Yeah.
Look, he turned around from here. Look. Turn around. Put it here. It's gone.
It's gone. 30 seconds.
So let's go through some of the comments.
Yeah.
No money is worth leaving Imam Hussein alayhi salam. That was from Rihanna. I think that might say Hawa. Ali says, jokes aside, I would never take any amount. I don't know what the joke was, but anyway. Rihanna also says, never sell yourself for money, for King of all martyrs, dearest beloved of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Hawa Ali says, another good question should we be serving exotic foods for Imam Hussein alayhi salam?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Would we be having barbecues in our own father's funeral?
Okay, that's a good question.
That is a very good question, actually.
But let's discuss this. Would you have a barbecue at your own father's funeral? It's not necessarily a barbecue that you'd have, but in Iraqi culture, if someone's coming for a fatha, for a funeral, you're expected to serve them food and the best of foods.
Yeah.
In the Pakistani culture, well, I'm from Punjab, right?
Yeah.
And when it comes to Abu Abdullah Hussein, it's quite famous in the southern areas. They give like lentils and chickpeas and stuff like that. In Punjab, we'd never give that. We give meat and like rich foods because we say our own family funeral, we give lamb and chicken and stuff. And at the the istishhad of Abu Abdullah Hussein, we give like lentils. This is ayb, this is wrong. Like for Imam Hussein, we should give the best of what we can give.
Yeah.
So we always give meat, especially my family. We it's like
I mean it's what you're seeing is not a barbecue. It's them offering the best that they can. And the best that they can is something which is grilled.
Yeah.
I mean, It's not a barbecue in the sense that, let's go sit in a family gathering.
Kebab is kind of like an Iraqi staple, isn't it? Yeah, it's one of your most common dishes. It's actually relatively cheap. It's not too expensive. No. 1,500, 125.
You can get it for as cheap as that, to be fair.
You know, with the bread as well and stuff.
Maybe a pound.
Yeah, it's not really. It's not considered a luxury item. No. And plus, you know,
but it's also different. Like if you were to buy the meat separately, like all grounded up and everything, it's different than buying the whole sheep or the whole cow, slaughtering it yourself, and then you know, going through that process, because that would be cheaper. You can feed more people. But I just wanted to bring the attention to...
What's this? Oh, the distances.
This is the distances.
Why don't they do it in order?
So my hometown, Samawa, shout out to Samawa, 241 kilometers.
Out of 10 minutes, okay, cool.
But yeah, like we said, Imam Hussein TV has got all the coverage of the Arbaeen Mashaya from all over Iraq, and we are supplying other channels, which we are extremely proud to do and happy to do.
No extra charge.
For no extra charge. But yeah, going back to the exotic foods. Right. What do you think?
Let's not take away that some Mawakib can't afford luxurious food. It is cheaper to give, you know, lablabi or bazinjan or like whatever they can afford to. It's cheaper to give vegetables than to give meat, which is totally understandable. And maybe they'll think, you know what, I can feed, you know, 1,000 people giving them chickpeas, but I can only afford to feed 200 people giving kebab or something like that. So that makes sense as well. I can understand they want to feed more people and so forth. So it's better for them to go for those you know, products. But I don't see any aib in giving luxurious food in the name of Abdullah Hussein.
No, not at all. Not at all. Like, do we have videos of? Yeah. Can you put those on, please? Fine.
By the way, while you find,
what am I looking for?
Just look for some luxurious food in there.
Just put. I don't know. Just put.
Akalat.
Minhal, have you seen any? What's the most famous food on that? It's surprisingly exotic food you saw on Mashaya.
I wouldn't say exotic. It was strange. I saw, you know, fried chicken. Would you expect that on the Mashaya?
Knowing Iraqis, yes.
Really?
But it was not bad. It tastes quite nice actually.
It's not Iraq to like Iraq recently. Only recently have been talking about, you know, been introduced to the idea of fried chicken. Like,
So
really? They call it Kentucky.
Okay, so for those who have been Mashaya, you would know there's loads of kebab. There's these massive doner, like what do you guys call it? Gus.
Gus.
They're like what, 8
wait.
foot
So let
tall,
me ask you, what's the weirdest you've seen?
The weirdest or like the most luxurious?
Most luxurious. Don't say caviar.
No. What the hell? Who's gonna give caviar? Desserts. Iranian guys, they gave like jelly custard trifle type desserts.
Oh wow!
Mashaya. It was very, very nice. Very surprising. I wasn't expecting to get
talking of desserts. Talking of desserts, our good friends in Hayat Al-A'imma on Shara Al-Qibla of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, this year for Muharram gave the Zuwar ice cream. Yeah. Because it was so hot. And they had it all pre-packaged and with their logo. So
you get ice cream on the Mashaya as well.
Yeah, you get ice cream.
I think that's... Ataba does it.
Yeah, and also some people, I've seen some people who just have their own one that they rent out.
Or something,
and they just give that soft serve, which is... they give soft serve, which is really, really nice.
Wow, mashallah. Okay.
Mention it.
We'll drop it in a second.
Yeah.
So yeah, doner kebab.
This is the best I can find.
Fish, fried fish.
Fried fish.
I've had it at Mokib 1114.
Wait, let's see what Mullah's got for us.
This is what's deemed to be not luxurious, but
okay, this is
mazgoof.
Is this luxurious? Is this?
This is carp.
Carp.
I mean, mazgoof is a staple in Iraqi food, and people love it.
On a Wednesday, by the way, on Mashaya Wednesday, you'll definitely get, someone will be giving fish.
Yeah.
Is it on a Wednesday?
100%. Yeah. But what they'll do, they'll cut into small pieces, so you'll get a portion. You won't get the whole fish, but
it smells really good.
Do I?
Yeah. It's not your usual smell.
What are you wearing?
Oh. Okay, what does it remind you of?
I can't smell you, to be fair.
What does it remind you of?
Definitely Karbala, but I don't know where in Karbala.
No way. Where? Like, what?
Wait. Let me close my eyes and think.
Shar Qibla.
Wait.
Something like that.
Hadra.
Okay.
Inside.
Yes.
Like probably like as soon as you go inside, the AC hits you. No.
Yes.
As soon as you go inside the shrine,
Yes.
the AC hits you, and then that smell comes in with it as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
What is it?
It's this.
MashaAllah. Oh wow.
Really?
It's the hadra smell.
Okay.
In this little thing.
How did you get that?
It's the basically we've Imam Hussein Charity have been given quite exclusively a like a box of concentrated perfume which is meant to not just mimic, but it's the actual one that they use in the shrine. So we're talking the metal part here, yeah? And that's why when you said AC, it resonated, because as soon as you walk in and you get that cold breeze, you get that smell that comes yeah. This way?
Oh, it's available on the website.
So these are available on the website.
How much are they going for? Do we know?
So it's not for purchase. Just to make that very, very clear. It's not for purchase. You make a small contribution towards the charity, towards the Zuwar of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, and in return you will get one of these
as a hadiyah.
I can tell you,
as
a gift. Yeah, I can tell you they are very, very.
Yeah, because I noticed Mullah Ali doesn't usually smell like that. He smells good. He always smells good, but he doesn't. It was a different smell.
Yeah. It's a very distinct smell. I mean, I don't want to be all the time wearing something like this.
So can we get barakah from you, Ziyad?
No.
Inshallah.
No way.
So that's what
Imam Hussein Charity. Head to the website. You find more details on how to donate and get your hands on one of these little amazing things here.
And speaking of the charity will have a mokib on the Mishaya.
Yes.
Yeah.
The famous poll number 1114, which myself and Minhal are very, very familiar with.
Oh, we love it. 1114. We've been actually visited by a lot of people during Arbaeen Mashaya. My camera is a bit low. Can we just put it up, please? I didn't have any headroom there.
Thank you.
But yeah, we've actually been visited by a lot of viewers of Imam Hussein TV and Imam Hussein Charity on the Mashaya. So we're very, very pleased with that.
Yeah. If any of you guys are coming on the Mashaya, please come visit us. I'm going to be there. Minhal, are you going to be there?
I'm definitely going to be there.
We're going to be there for the whole Arbaeen period, inshallah.
Yeah.
Poll number 1114. Just ask for Imam Hussein TV English. Ask for Minhal Al-Khafaji, Syed Mohsen.
So in the last couple of minutes, the other thing that we wanted to kind of cover, which I can't really find any videos, which I'd love to. I tried to earlier today. Yeah. It's very difficult, but I'm sure that most of the stock footage will find something like this. It's not miracle stories, but it's when you see people walking on the Mashaya and you think, how in the world are you doing this?
Yeah.
So it could be people who are differently abled. It could be people who are dragging like a tray and their mother is sitting on that tray and they're dragging them along.
I think the famous one, which everyone has seen, is the girl without legs and she's using her hands.
Oh, wow.
You know, have you seen that? I think it's the most famous, Mashaya clip. As in, who gave her the strength and the willpower to go so far? And she's got no legs, right? And she's just using her hands like this. Like it looks like she's rowing or crawling forward. Yeah. So her bottom is probably going to be like her quads or just her hips. Touching the ground to hold her weight while she puts her hands forward and so forth. Have we got it?
You put that much in? It's not it, but
something similar? Okay. Wow.
Oh, wow.
He's literally got one leg, man.
Damn.
Look at that. And by the way, have you guys ever used Akasat?
Alhamdulillah, I haven't. I haven't used crutches before.
They are horrible.
Really?
After a day of using them, your arms,
your forearms are gonna
hurt. They kill.
Really?
Yeah. So this guy's walking, I don't know, from Najaf to Karbala.
I mean, for me, what's more surprising, because obviously he's young, so you sort of expect him to have like a lot of strength.
Oh my God, look at this.
Which one?
Put this back. Wait. Put back my screen.
Put the volume down.
Why?
Wow.
Look at that.
He's on his knees.
Oh wow.
He's not on his knees. He's got no legs.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah, you're right.
And that looks like it's coming from Foul, by the way.
Wow.
It looks
yeah. That looks south Iraq.
Yeah.
But do you know what surprises me even more?
What?
The elders that do it.
Yeah.
Because you've gone through your life, you've got different conditions, and especially Iraqis, they complain of ضغط, سكر, qalb, cholesterol, all of that kind of stuff. Arthritis, all that kind of stuff. They complain of it from like age 45 and above. So Mullah, you're getting close. But no, I'm joking.
I think I'm a lot closer.
I'm joking. But like there was that woman who even Haydar Bayati, for example, the Mullah, who used her sound because it went so viral. She was, I think, in her early 90s, mid 90s, something like that. And she was literally crying. They said to her, "Why are you walking? Like you're literally." She's so old, and she said, "Zainab walks,
Allah.
and I want to be comfortable going to Karbala. That's why I walk." She goes, "I drink water, and Zainab doesn't drink water."
Allah.
Bro, when you look at when she walks, she's full of energy. That's a miracle in itself. She's in her 90s.
Subhanallah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? There's something about the elderly and their closeness to Abdullah Hussein and their closeness to. It's weird. I saw a video of this old man, and he's got a crooked back.
Yeah.
And he's walking to Imam Hussein, and they said, "Why are you doing it?" He goes, "I don't know." He goes, "I heard in a dream." He goes, "Someone said to me in a dream." Like,
it's something that's been so ingrained into their thoughts. Can you send it on Telegram?
This one. On Telegram?
Yeah. Oh, I need to download it, don't I?
Wait. Pop this one on because she is incredible. Like even that sound itself has been used as part of Latmiyat because it's so emotional, the way she says it.
Okay, we're good to go.
شلون هالزيارة؟ احنا علي مرة رايحين واصل زيارة.
سلام الله عليك.
99 سنة عمره.
الله يعطيك الصحة والعافية.
15 سنة مشي. من بلد من مندلي. ديالة. هنيالك حجية.
From ديالة.
بدالي أنا بتمشي أنا أمشي.
سلام الله عليك.
يا رب أنت يا
يعطيك الصحة والعافية حجية. صحة وعافية
إن شاء الله. As long as Zainab walks, I walk.
صحة وعافية إن شاء الله يوم. إن شاء الله. هذا عشق الحسين. هذا عشق الحسين. الكبير والصغير والصغير. الله يعطيك الصحة والعافية. صحة وعافية إن شاء الله. توصلين بسامة لا تنسي القائمة. تدعين لهالبلد هذا.
She still has the ability to walk. Like, she hasn't got arthritis.
But do you know what? Do you know what she said? She said, "I've been walking for 15 years." Let's say she was 100 years old. She started at 85 years old, 84 years old. She started walking. But even like when you think about it, she's lived her whole life in Iraq. Think about the governments that have come, even before Saddam.
Oh yeah.
Even before Saddam, there was chaos in Iraq.
Was there such thing as Arbaeen before Saddam?
No, I don't think so.
There was,
as in like it wasn't as popular.
It's popular now because Saddam has fallen.
Yeah.
No, I know, but like
there was because that's when the people would invite. You know, this is where it comes. This is where the tradition comes. Come stay at my house.
Yeah.
Those that were walking from Najaf to Karbala, in the time of the Saddam regime, they were looking for safe places to stay, and the Shia would come forward and say, "Look, I'm a Shia. You can stay at my house. You can stay here, sleep, eat, have a shower, whatever, and then carry on with your walk. It's not a problem."
But then
that's
imagine
where that tradition comes from.
Imagine for 85 years, or one can only assume, because if you look at past governments, not many of them have been Shia. I don't think any of them have been Shia since the monarchy.
Yeah, you had a royal family.
We had a monarchy that was obviously,
this is obviously after the Ottoman Empire, right?
Yeah, we had a monarchy. So we had the Ottomans oppressing us for a very long time. She was prevented from walking for 85 years, one can only assume.
Yeah.
And then at 85 years old, she's like,
I'm going to start walking.
I'm going to go.
SubhanAllah.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
And she's 99 years old. Yeah, and I don't know if she's still alive, man. Hats off to her. Inshallah, she's still alive.
There's more.
Inspiration. There's loads more.
There's more. Inshallah, we'll get some video.
Yeah,
the poll's still up. The conversation has moved forward, but the poll is still up. If you guys want to get involved, please visit on YouTube, and you guys can get involved. Give us your comments, your opinions. We're more than happy to take constructive criticism. But yeah, get involved. We'd love to hear your opinions. We'd love to hear your stories, and inshallah, you guys can be, a part of this live talk that we're having here, the Arbaeen Talk.
Okay, so where we're at.
Share numbers.
11% have said they would take the money.
Wow.
11%.
Yeah. Out of 28 votes. That's about 3 people. Yeah.
For those of you who voted, yes, I'll take the money. Can you give us a reason why?
Yeah,
we're not going to judge you or anything like that.
No.
But just tell us, we're just curious.
So someone said, Rehana Google said, you're coming to see the king of all martyrs. You should give the best of food.
So that's, I agree, totally agree.
Yeah, 100%.
I want to know why I'd be. Okay.
No, we spoke about that. I'm saying if you're gonna,
not part of the condition.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying if you're gonna take money to leave khidmah, your first thought isn't gonna be give it to the Zuwar. You've got £1 million.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
I don't think if you had a dark enough heart.
I mean,
to take it.
Speaking of that, forget khidmah. What about if you were to give the religion up on its own? Let's say I was gonna give you 10 million to give up the religion.
If you're going to take a meal for Imam Hussein service, you're going to take 10 to leave religion.
Wow.
But again, look, I'm going to loop back onto this point, and I think one of the key takeaways is that this thing existed. So don't think it's easy to say, no, of course I'm not going to take the money. This thing existed. When Imam Hussein was present and they could see him and they know who he is the grandson. He's Senate representative. They know who he is, and they still said, you know what?
The wives of the Imam took the money.
The wives.
There we go.
Wives took the money.
So it's
not. You know what I mean?
All right. Again, so it's $1,000, no problem. You can say no to $1,000, especially if you're in front of camera.
Yeah.
But really ask yourself, if someone did offer you 2 million, 3 million, 5 million pounds,
life changing.
That is life changing money. It's life changing money.
It is.
What's going to cause us to make sure? How do we get into that state of mind that if someone does offer us the whole world, we're going to say no because we believe in a higher power. That's the whole point here.
I genuinely think it's the way you were raised. If you're raised in a household where haram money is okay to grab, and you're raised in a household where religion or haram music is always being played and that kind of stuff, then you're not going to have a problem taking £5 million or £2 million or £1 million to sell out Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. However, if you've grown up with a mother and a father who continuously tell you, even if it's £1 that you're taking in haram, you won't enjoy it and you won't find peace with it and you will never ever see barakah from it, then you're going to look at £1 million as a huge thing. That if I'm taking £1 million to leave Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam, i.e. I'm taking £1 million in haram, if that £1 I'm not going to see happiness with, I'm not going to see happiness with $1 million.
And the other way, I can't remember which of the Imam, I think it's Imam Sadiq. There was one of his companions came and said, "Yeah, Imam, I'm really poor. I have nothing. Like, I'm really, really broke. Can you help me with something?" And he's like, "No problem. I'll give you whatever you want. I'll give you, X amount. I'll give you this, that. All you have to do is give up the walai of Amir al-Mu'mineen."
Oh,
wow. He said, denounce Amir al-Mu'mineen. Say something bad. Swear at Amir al-Mu'mineen. He says, "I can't." He goes, "No, just do it." And he said, "I can't." And his thinking was not because I love Amir al-Mu'mineen. I'm a Shia. I believe in the walai. It's like, this is haqq.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is truth. Yeah. How can I, give falsehood to truth? Yeah. And then the Imam said to him, "Look, your walai is worth more than 10 million gold pieces, this and that." Yeah. They said that man would walk around saying, "I'm the richest man alive." As in, I have something that's worth so much that you can't pay me for it.
I mean, for crying out loud, no. There's literally videos on YouTube of people going towards football fans.
Yeah.
And saying, "Would you wear the rival fan's top for £1,000?" And he said, "No chance." And do you know what he said? Do you know what the guy said? He said, "No amount of money is worth my dignity." Yani, if this is a non-Muslim saying that, how can you as a Shi'i, as a Muslim, even consider
taking
£1,000 or £1 million to sell out Abu Abdullah al-Hussein when this non-Muslim understands
wouldn't even
that
swap
dignity.
shirts.
Wouldn't even swap shirts. Wouldn't even wear the
Would you wear an Everton top?
Would I wear
or United, Man United? Would you wear a Man United top?
I wouldn't
for £1,000.
Well, I would for £1,000.
For £1,000.
You'd wear it?
Yes. £1,000.
So
just to wear a shirt.
You know,
of course I would.
See, I wouldn't wear a Spurs top.
Never.
For £1,000, for £1 million, nothing. I'm not wearing it.
You're not wearing it? If someone offered you £1 million?
Nah.
Mark, come on. Off air, you will 100%. That's because you're on air. You'll never say.
No, it's
because
my
someone's gonna screen record this and say, "Oh, Spurs this." But I'm telling you, off air, you're gonna say 100%. I'll take the £1 million.
No amount.
£1 million.
No amount of money is worth my dignity.
Right. Spurs. Right. I'm gonna speak to my little brother. See what he's.
I mean, if he wants to offer me $1 million, then maybe we can talk.
Yeah. Gentlemen, we are running out of time. We've only got a few minutes left. But quickly, I wanted to wrap up by saying, we talked about money and would you leave khidmah. What about the opposite? I mean, what does khidmah mean to you, Mr. Mullah? You've done khidmah since what? You were 14, 13. Yeah. Serving in the Hussainia, traveling the world now, reciting all over.
And coincidentally, I uploaded something today. It was just me kind of
waving
the flag. Yeah. But one of the comments is like, "Oh, you shouldn't be joking and laughing when you're in the service of Imam Hussein." I had to take a step back. I was like, "Hold on, was I actually joking and laughing?" Then I realized, actually, no, it's not. What khidmah for me is, I did it with a smile because it's the joy of the satisfaction that someone else has benefited by me doing this act, right? And I said in the comment that there's a deep sadness behind it. There's a deep ingrained sadness behind it, but it's that satisfaction that someone else has benefited. I can give value to someone else just by giving something either for free or whatever I can within my power to give to someone else.
And just quickly, there's a video of people actually, having a good time in the Arbaeen Walk. And at first I was taken aback by it, but then I said, no, they're happy they've executed the will of Imam Hussein alayhi salam that he gave to Bani Asad. I can't blame them. That's what it means for me.
I mean, you've actually done khidmah on Arbaeen.
Alhamdulillah.
This and that. So what's it like? If you can say in a few words.
I think every single thing you give to a Zair and they accept it from you, you're like, Abu Abdullah wanted them to accept it from me.
MashaAllah.
So that's what makes me happy.
MashaAllah.
That's what it means to me.
Khidmah, my version of khidmah, what I would like to say is that no amount of service we do can ever compare to the amount that the Imam have given us. And we do this in their name to honor their legacy and so forth. And whatever we can do, whether it's just picking up rubbish and putting it in the bin, whether it's giving out food, whether it's lecturing and teaching, or reciting, whatever you're doing, we do it as passing the baton on to our next generation and to honor Abu Abdullah Hussein, also the Imam. Thank you to you guys for joining us. Thank you to the background team. We would like to thank Mr. Muhammad Fahad, director, who has been directing the ship. Sometimes it hits an iceberg, sometimes it doesn't.
But it doesn't sink.
It doesn't sink. Also to Salman Bhai, our visual director, even though the camera went a little low on Minhal, but it's okay, we'll let that slide. And also, how can we forget our what's it called?
Broadcast engineer.
Broadcast engineer and technician. Amir Raza, aka Severix, who has, he always helps out with the sound, helps out with all the technical side of our show. So big shout out to him, and also the whole team at Imam Hussein TV who make it possible for you to access Karbala.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Syed Mohsen.
Thank you, Syed Mohsen.
Minhal sitting there in the next episode. So
Inshallah.
Don't forget, Wednesday, don't miss out. It's a whole new Arbaeen experience, but in London. We've got so much lovely footage. We're going to have one of the founders of the Arbaeen, Haydari Arbaeen Walk, here on Wednesday, so don't miss out.
Inshallah, we'll see you soon.
Take care. Ma salam.
All my days I give in your name, serving you my desire. Karbala, ya Karbala.